Hello everybody, Richard here for Velo29 and this is your introduction to the route of the Great Yorkshire Sportive. Something we want to do for all events going forward, but you'll find this super useful as it is a new event and none of you have ridden it before. So, bear with me, this will take a couple of minutes, but you will thank me on the day. Okay, so everybody starts from York, 3 routes, short, medium, long. Roughly 40, 60 and 111 miles. Yes, you will thank me at the finish for the additional free 12 miles. No need to circle around the car park trying to get your Strava up to 100 on this one. Okay, so we all head out together and the first thing I wish to mention is we cross the A64. Now the 64 is a busy bit of road. On a morning, it shouldn't be too bad, but I just want you all to pay super attention, please. So we arrive at a section which looks like this. As you can see, there's a wagon crossing at that point. Relatively busy all the time. Cars not necessarily friendly to cyclists, so please be super careful there. It's a recreational ride. You've got plenty of time. Don't rush across unless absolutely safe to do so. Okay, we head generally northerly. As far as Sheriff Hutton, where we encounter the first few lumps. Now these little lumps, you'll actually tell me when you get back, are bigger than expected. So this section here, 11 through to 13 miles, it's actually quite steep. Proper climb that. Short route riders, you'll be ready for your sandwiches at Hovingham. So we then continue into the Harwardian Hills, and then that looks vertical. It's not. Route profiles using a computer often not perfect. That looks like an absolute wall, but it's lumpy. It certainly is lumpy. An area that I've raced around a lot, national championships, Beaumont Trophy as well. Great races, good part of the world to ride your bicycle on. So some lumps, and then rocket down a hill into Hovingham. Now in Hovingham, I want to mention short route riders play close attention. So you're going to come into the village from the south. You're going to make a left turn, super clearly signposted, and you're going to ride up to the feed station. Lovely little village hall. We're feeding outside for COVID safe. But when you get there, super important, turn around and come back the way you came. Up the route and then hang a left and go in a easterly direction towards Scarborough. If you come out and continue north, you're lost. You won't see a single sign, you're going the wrong way, and it's just a disaster. So feed stop, you should immediately see signs, you should be back on the route, you should be going that way. Guys, on the short route, super attentive, please. Medium and long, don't stop at that feed, it's not for you. Short route riders, you continue east with the medium and long, and then you make a right turn and head home. Beautiful, this straight section of road through Castle Howard. You'll enjoy all that the castle has to offer. The hall, the monuments, you will ride around through some beautiful ruins, see the lake, etc. I want to mention at this point, now everybody comes down this bit of road, but short route riders, because you'll probably switch off in a minute, I want to mention that again, we cross the A64, and it's going to be later in the day. So we arrive and it looks like this. As you can see, it's a busy bit of road, dual carriageway. Not sure on the speed limit there. I don't think it's a 70, but nevertheless, gonna have to be super careful. Now, there's no other way of getting north of York. We've got to cross the 64, and then we've got to come back over it as well. So we've chosen what we think are the most suitable places to cross it. Please, please be super careful. The traffic does get spread out, it does get gaps. Just gonna have to bear with it and get across. Dual carriageway, waiting section in the middle. Please be so careful there. Okay, short route riders, you head back, twisting beautifully through Sand Hutton, Upper Helmsley and into York. You are done. Get your beer, your sausage sandwich, your medal, all included. Sit around and ready to welcome the longer route riders back and enjoy the Giro d'Italia with us. Okay, so short route, you're done. Medium and long. Okay, so you're going to head roughly north to the feed stop at Kirby Miss Purton, commonly known as Flamingo Land. Lovely little village hall, again feeding outside to be COVID safe. So medium route riders, you stop there once, you come out, turn left, head back west and then south. You say goodbye to the long route riders at Great Barrow. You head south. Remember, A64 crossing again. Long route riders, you head directly north here, all the way across to Cropton, which we know well, Stockton feed station and Whitby feed station too. This bit of road up towards Rosedale Abbey is lumpy, nothing dramatic. You will enjoy it. There's a good chance of rain, Rosedale, from 11 through till 2 o'clock to the most northerly part of the route. Be aware of that. Not much we can do about it. The rest of the route is lovely and dry. Okay, so Rosedale Abbey, we're turning right. We're not going up the chimney. However, I think this climb is harder than the chimney. This is commonly known as Haygate Bank. I look on Strava, we're using Velo Viewer to look at the Strava data. These profiles are never quite right. It is generally steeper than they suggest. So it's clocking the hardest part, or the steepest part at 20%. I think it's more like 25, 26, something like that. So you come up the hill, you make a left turn, and it's just so steep. And you've already climbed for about a quarter of a mile by then. It's a lovely climb. You'll enjoy that one. And then they've ended the segment, but it falls flat at the top as well, keeps going. So great climb. You will thoroughly enjoy going up there. And I think it's harder than the chimney. We then continue across the top of the moor with some lumps. So the profile from Rosedale to Egerton Bridge and then around to Egerton and Grosmont, whatever, is difficult. Great lumpy bit of proper North Yorkshire moor riding. Dusted off this section here by one of my favourite climbs in the North Yorkshire moors, which we don't go up enough. We do on the Tour de Moor for Stockton, but we don't use it enough. And that is the beautiful Fairhead Lane climb, the climb out of Grosmont. So I'm calling out the Strava profiles here because it has it the highest at 22.2. In a moment you'll see a road sign that says 33%, and I think that is closer to the truth. There it is, near the top. If we go back down to the bottom, so we start on the railway line. If you're really lucky, you will see a steam train, limited service this time of year. If you're unlucky, you'll have to wait for it. Do not go in the station tavern. So head straight up the climb. If you look at these houses on the right, they must be interesting interiors. Look at that one there with the white door. What's going on inside that house? Must have been quite a construction. This is a bit Malcop-esque in that it's super steep and has a wall against it, which makes it even steeper. This one's steeper than Malcop, I think. We get here, so this is a place, so Tour de Yorkshire's gone off that way a few times. So the sign here, 33% again, so two signs, and look how steep that is. Look how steep that is. Super steep. And then we continue, look again, super steep, all of the way up. We then get to the junction. Now, that heads to Whitby. Lots of people use that bit. We're not. We're enjoying all that Fairhead Lane has to offer. And look at the steepness of that. Again, this is where we started the video. 33%. I've gone a little bit too far. Super steep. You will enjoy this one and thank me for it when you get back to the finish. Okay, so that takes us to the top, Flyingdale Moor. We've dropped down into Golfer, and that is a cracking descent, actually. It's fast, it's wide, it's smooth. I probably have a side wind, but it's not a very windy day. A couple of bends at the bottom, just to keep you on your toes, and then back over the railway line. Great bit of countryside. And then this section here, as we head north again, I love this bit of road here. Dips through the trees, it comes out past the farm. It's super fast. For some reason, that bit of road is way faster than it should be. Don't know why. We then join the Roman Road. Lovely stretch again. There's a gate, please close it. And then we head south on this resurfaced stretch section down to Stape. Very important point, there's two water splashes. There's bridge alternatives to both of them. They are both deep, they are both slippy. One of the bridges is a little bit of a walk across some grass, but please use that rather than attempt to ride through it. I'm pretty sure you would rather come back with some grass on your shoes than a soaking wet entire kit. So please do walk over the bridges. All the way south, watch the signs a little bit in this section here because there's some road works. Signs will be spot on, but people have gone wrong here. It's a bit fiddly. We had a call from a guy at Stockton one year on the Tour de Moor. He was at Scarborough, hadn't seen a sign for about 3 hours and thought he'd reached the coastline before he rang us. It's a good job he wasn't on a pedalo, or he'd probably still be heading out to sea. Through Pickering, back to Kirby Miss Burton, Flamingo Land. For the second feed stop, you're heading out in a different direction to the way you came in, of course. Back home, so Great Borough, all the way home. Beautiful bit of road again, through Castle Howard, like the short and mediums enjoyed before you. So just to mention, there's a cut-off, I think I said 11:30 on the way out for the first feed, and 10:30 on the way out. 10:30. If you're there after 10:30, you're going slower than 10 mile an hour, therefore we'll get back in the dark. So we're going to put you on a medium. Equally, on the long, if you get back after 3:30, we're going to have to put you in the bus, bring you home because it'll be dark. Okay, this beautiful straight stretch of road, twisting again, crossing the 64. Remember, that's the busy section. Twisting all the way home, Sandhutton, Upper Helmsley, and back into York. Again for your beer, medal, and hot sausage bun. And catch the tail end of the Giro d'Italia, maybe the highlight show. But 6 o'clock cut off at the feed. 6 o'clock cut off back at the headquarters. That gives you 10 miles an hour. You've all got to leave before 7:40. Darkness is of course a factor. As is the reducing temperature, as is the fact we have to get out of the headquarters by then. So everybody, that's the route. We can't wait to see you. It's going to be a fantastic new event. Hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you all on Saturday.